Have you ever wanted to visit a foreign country in Europe, but seen all the bars on the windows? I mean, I'm there must be horrible. Look at all the bars. Like, you can't even have a single window without a bar on it. I'm not going there. Watch this and let me tell you about Spain. Hey y'all, what's up? It's Allison. So I've had so many people ask about the bars on the windows here in Spain. So I'm gonna bring you through and show you the difference in a Spanish home versus an American home. As you can see here, all the homes are inside of these gates with these metal rods, metal fences, whatever you wanna call it. So a lot of people are concerned that does it mean that it's dangerous where we live for all of the windows to have bars on it? And it's not at all dangerous. They actually do this just to prevent petty thief from people who want to come into your home that shouldn't be in your home. So it's actually just for your protection, and you get quite used to it. Once you get used to it, it's really nice because when you're in your little domain, you just feel safe. Like, you don't really have too much to worry about. But as you can see, there's bars on our basement windows. These are a bathroom window and a bedroom window. So yeah, there's bars on everything. But I'm gonna show you all the differences in a Spanish home from an American home. So come on in. The first difference here is you'll notice there's no doorknob on any of their outer doors. You have to use a key to get into them. And at first this was quite annoying, but now that I'm used to it, I really do like that there's not a doorknob because I know that no one from the outside can get in without a key. All right, let's go up the stairs and let me show you the next difference. Tons of balconies. They don't have a lot of yard space, but they do have a lot of terraces and rooftop entertainment. So this just gives you a little bit more of an idea that every single house has its gate and its fences, and our neighbors' bars on their windows. Okay. Even these outer porch fences have gates on the doors so that no one can get in. I love it. This is probably my favorite thing about Spanish homes. All of their doors can either open or turn it up, pull it out, and look at this awesome design. So it just lets some air in when you want to air your house out. Now there are still screens. You see the screen here. So you can also keep the bugs out if you choose. But if you don't want to keep the bugs out and you just want to air it out, you just pop that door open. Super handy, and all of the doors do it. So their houses are stone. This is not stucco, it's actually stone. So their homes get very damp in the humidity, and we live in southern Spain, right on the Atlantic Ocean, so it does get damp in the houses. So that's part of why the windows all open and that they have screens, because their windows are more often open than they are closed. And mold can actually grow in the wall, but because it's stone, you just spray it and wipe it off. Sometimes we'll have to come in and repaint, but for the most part, it does pretty well. But you can see here where it's, I mean, it's stone. It's not what we're used to in America, but I like it. Toilets, top flushers. This is the kids' bathroom, so it's a little dirty. And then there's a lot of bidets. We have 2 bidets in our home, one upstairs and one downstairs. We really like them. I don't use them necessarily in the classic way that most people would, but we found that they're good for like washing the sand off of our feet, cleaning the baby up, and of course they're meant for hygienic purposes. All right, now let me show you This I really hate. I mean, if I could change one thing about our Spanish home, it would be this. This is a half door. All of this for the shower is open, and this half door is not. It moves. Every time I shower, I get sopping wet all over the floor. And I just really wish that was something that I could change. But otherwise, we like our house. Here's another terrace. You can see the neighbors over there. Everyone has access to their roof. They really utilize the space that they have because they have so much little space in other areas. The rooftop is probably one of our favorites. Sometimes we'll try to do a little picnic up here. You can see everything from here. It's so beautiful. And you see all the roofs have these little porches, if you will. Now that straight ahead is the Atlantic Ocean. Isn't that amazing that you can see the Atlantic Ocean from right here from our rooftop? If you look out far enough, I don't know if you can see it on the video, you can see some little white caps. Solar panels. The Spaniards are so smart with electricity because electricity is quite expensive in Spain. So most of the homes you'll find solar panels. Now these solar panels only operate our hot water heater, which is fine because that just takes a little burden off the electricity. We could probably use a few more to pull our electricity bill down, but we're thankful to have that. All right, let's go check out some more differences. Stained glass windows in most of the homes. Walking down the streets, you can see them in most of the homes, and they're just gorgeous. Lots of tapestries in homes. I'm not sure what the significance of this tapestry is because it's our landlord's. However, I'm sure there's some sort of history or heritage behind it, and I've seen them in quite a few friends' homes that we've met here. Now again, more stained glass windows. Check out these beautiful Spanish tiles. Lots of them have them either on their ceilings or maybe even just on their walls. They're hand painted. Even here in our kitchen, the windows can open or can pop halfway open. We just love this. And then you see the bars are still there. Now, let me show you the absolute best part of a Spanish window or door that we should totally have in the US. Every single one of our doors have these. Every single window has this. These are, wait for it, I'm gonna press the down button. I want you to check out the difference in light. Like people who work night shift, oh my goodness, this invention is just divine. And it's because it stays light. You see that? They just black out all the way. Can't see a little tiny bit of sunshade at all. And then they open right back up. And it's on every window and every door in this home. Their ovens are pretty small too. I mean, that has proven to be a little bit of a challenge. Mine's dirty, I need to clean it. And their microwaves are small. I don't really care about the microwave. Our family doesn't use it a ton. But the small oven makes it more difficult to cook, let's say, a ham. Stove tops. Every house has a stove top. I also personally hate this. They don't cook that well. They don't cook that evenly. It's very small. We're lucky it's a 3-topper because we live in a little bit of a bigger home that they say is basically rented by Americans. It's designed for us in mind because they know that they'll keep Americans in this home because it's larger. Spanish tile, again, just a backdrop to our stove. It's beautiful, we love it so much. We are fortunate and again live in more of an American style home. So we have a refrigerator and a freezer. That's an entire freezer and that's an entire refrigerator. Most Spaniards actually only have this. This is the refrigerator again. And this part would be freezer, and then that would be all of the refrigerator section they have. Just this one single unit would be their refrigerator, freezer and refrigerator, and it would be all that they have. So again, we're pretty fortunate here. Custom built-ins everywhere in this house. They're gorgeous. The carpentry is amazing. You see all these beautiful wood doors. And this is typical in most of these Spanish homes. Our office has built-ins. Show you the closet. Built-ins, isn't it beautiful? The baby's sleeping in my bed, so I'm gonna show you on Grayson's bed. This is one thing that I really love too, is their light switches for the bedrooms and then a plug-in are always at the level of where your bed would be, so that when you wake up in the morning, you don't have to have a lamp, again, electricity, so you just pop that on. And this isn't just for our home, we have friends who have it in their home as well. And then of course, that's just surround sound for the whole house, but yeah, right at the level of the bed. So if your bed is here, it can go there, or if it's there. All right, now our kitchen table. For one, as you can tell, it's in the center of our kitchen. For two, it's got glass on it. So in the wintertime, Spaniards actually put a blanket on their table. They call it dressing it up for the winter. A lot of times they'll put a heater under it to keep their legs warm, and it'll just have the blanket. And the family gathers around and they stay nice and warm and cozy. Spaniards are very, very social people. Quarantine must be terribly traumatic for them because they're such social people. So in their kitchens, you'll typically find their table in the center so that they're all together and gathering. Also in the small apartments, you'll find a small version of that table right in front of their couch, quite literally right in front of that couch, so that they could stay warm and eat. All of their ceilings are just beautiful. They really take pride in all of the things that they do throughout their homes. Their porches are always large and grand if it's a bigger home. We live in what they call a chalet, which just means it's a detached home from other houses. It's by itself. And it's a little bit bigger. Again, it's kind of more modernized for Americans. Typically, if you can see across the street, that's a duplex apartment type style, and they have a little bit of space, but that's more what most Spaniards in this area live in. And then up here, you can see this apartment complex. Those are called pisos, and it's just an apartment floor, basically, is what they have. Their laundry typically is either in their kitchen, where one would think a dishwasher would go, but here we're fortunate and we have ours outdoor. They very rarely have dryers. It's more typical for them to hang their laundry. Again, electricity here is very, very expensive. And you can even tell this is a door that they've used for outside, but it's even got the shades that open and close. I have seen these in a couple of people's homes versus the automatic shades that are much more costly and expensive. Now this is a light switch. I love their light switches. They're very large. And at first I was like, whoa, you take up the whole wall. Why do you need this whole wall for this light switch? But when you have your arms full of groceries, bam, look at that. Elbow opens it, turns it right on. It's awesome. So bars on the windows are not for crime. There's actually very little crime here. There's very little reasons for people to get hurt or upset. They all have these gates if you're lucky to have a parking spot, which we do. And then this is a door within the gate, so where we could just exit right there through the gate. But this is our Spanish home, in which there's many differences, but there are a few things that we really enjoy, that we would love to take back to the US. I hope you guys enjoyed the tour of our home. If you have any questions, let me know. Just leave them in the comments section. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, and I'll keep showing you lots of differences between Spain and America. And when we all get off this quarantine, I'll be able to show you tons of travel videos. I hope everyone stays well.